if I am close to you, Greg, I'm using you and me as an example.
I'd like to think.
Okay, I'm going to use you and me as an example. I care about you, Greg. We're going to have a deep, meaningful conversation right now.
For example, you care about me.
I care about you. I do care about you.
I know.
And if, God forbid, I noticed that you were doing something that was hindering your growth, hindering your connection, hindering your opportunity to get the most out of life, and I chose not to elude you of that or let you know, according to Judaism, I would be transgressing. Thou shalt love your brother as you love yourself. Meaning I would obviously want to know if I was tripping, stumbling, falling. But if I chose to hoard that piece of information and chose not to give you that piece of information, I then would be putting a stumbling block essentially in front of a blind person.
Let me get this
and
straight.
Therefore I would be transgressing, and I would not be doing a mitzvah. And in fact, I would be doing a sin. So Judaism says that if one has the responsibility to communicate that his or her friend is making a mistake, and I choose not to take part in that, I will be doing something very bad. Now, I have to be very delicate in my approach.
Honesty
and how
without tact is cruelty.
Correct. And if I do it in a way that would, let's say, I see that you're doing something really wrong, and I choose to say that you're doing something really wrong in the presence of 10 other people right here.
That wouldn't be great.
That would not be great. And in fact, it could hurt your feelings.
You'd be rude. You'd be a
I'd
jerk.
be rude. It would be really a problem. So what I would have to do is I would have to pull you aside.
You text me quietly.
Greg,
hey, you got something in your teeth. Wait, but even that small. If I had something in my teeth and you saw it and didn't say anything, would that be a transgression? Or is there like degrees?
There are degrees.
Okay,
but
you wouldn't be sinning if you let some broccoli stay in my
but
teeth.
let's say I knew that you were doing something that like was really offensive. Again, come up with an example.
Right.
We can come up with
I get it.
several examples. But what I would do is I would get your attention. I'd be like, Greg, I love you. I care about you. Do you mind if I would pull you aside?
The criticism sandwich, right? Start with something nice.
Something nice. I love you. I care about you. I forgot who it is, but if you're going to say something negative, not negative, but something that is not always, you should start with 5 positives before you give 1 negative. Build them up.
5 positives.
5 positives.
I love it. By the end, you're like, and I think your shirt is nice, and you're pretty good at dancing. But the thing you said earlier was really messed up, dude.
How do you feel now?
Yeah, exactly. And then close with something nice. And your pants don't have wrinkles.